Oh. Bill Sheet to the press box. Bill Sheet to the press box. Leading off for Tri-City Red in the top of the first, catcher number 6, Jack Heinrich. Next up for Tri-City, center fielder number 7, Parker Holmbo.
And welcome everybody to Jack Williams. Sorry, we had technical difficulties there on that first batter who struck out on 4 pitches from the senior to be, Levi Sweet. Senior to be at Fargo North High School, making his first start for Post 2 yet this season. That pitch hit hard down the line. That's going to be extra bases. Never mind. He's going to play at second. And he's in there for a double. As that ball was hit down the line. Now the 0-1 pitch. A 1-out double for Tri-City Red.
Next up, pitcher number 2, Leo Fleischkicker.
That brings up the pitcher, Leo Fleischkicker. Leo wearing number 2, batting from the right side with a runner on second base. That runner is Parker Holmby. His feet come set and delivers the pitch. This is low and away. Oshak behind the plate. Setting the lineup for Post 2, they've got Jackson Beiswinger at third base. Landon Meyer playing short for Connor Holm today. Connor getting a day off. Carson Sheik at second base and Grayson Doctor over at first. That ball misses up high. 2-0 here to Fleischkicker. Out in the outfield, Charlie Kalbrenner in right field. Jordan Leininger in center. Wyatt Zadowski in left field. 2-0. Pitch coming up here with 1 out. Pick play. And just a bit late there as Carson Sheik came over from his second base spot. Levi Sweet, quick turn. trying to catch Parker Holmby, cheating a little bit towards third base. Speed takes the sign from Sam Oshak, comes set. And the pitch. That pitch is fouled off. You don't see that every day. That pitch was above Fleischkicker's head. He ducked, but forgot to take his bat with him. Hits that one foul over to the first base dugout. So a break there for Sveet instead of being down 3-0 to Fleischkicker. By the way, if you're watching this in Canada and I'm saying his name wrong, you can notify the FCC because they won't let me be, or let me be me, or let me see. Feels so empty without me. That's ball 3 there for Fleischkicker. 3-1. Levi Sveet trying to work out of an early jam here as Tri-City Red has a runner on second base on the 1-out double. Sveet takes the sign from Oshak, comes set and delivers. Pitch there for a strike. Good spot there for Levi. And the count goes to full on Leo. Levi Sveet went fastball there, down in the count, 3-1, hit the outside corner. He'd be looking to find that spot one more time. Put some pressure on Leo Fleischkicker. It's kind of like saying that name now. And they got him. Landon Meyer that takes the hard ground ball. A charity hop, but then had to make the decision, am I going 1 or am I going 3? He decided to go to Beiswinger, and they got the lead runner, Parker Holmby. So it's a fielder's choice for Fleischkicker. That throw was a little bit high from Landon Meyer. Almost looked like he lost his balance a little bit, but Jackson Beiswinger is just under 7 feet tall and was able to glove that no problem, put the tag down at third. So 2 outs now for Levi Sveet as he takes the set sign from Oshak and delivers. This one's going to go to Beiswinger. He's got to play at first base. Makes a strong throw, and the 7-footer retired. The cleanup hitter for Tri-City Red, and just like that, Levi Sveet works out of the jam. Tri-City gets no runs. They did have that 1-out, 1 hit on the double by Holmby, but Levi Sveet with some tough defense behind him sets down Tri-City the rest of the way. And we're going to come to the bottom of the first with post 2 coming to plate. Welcome back, everybody, to Jack Williams Stadium here for the bottom of the first inning. No runs for Tri-City in the top of the first, and leading out for Fargo Post 2, the catcher, the pride of Breckenridge, Minnesota, the beloved son of Jay and Aaron Oshak, Sam Oshak, the catcher, coming to the plate. Takes ball low from Fleischhecker. I was corrected on my pronunciation. Fleischkicker is now Fleischhecker. And that pitch misses outside for a strike. Never mind. I'm not in the prediction business here, but we're 1-1 to Oshak. Pitch misses down low, and the count goes to 2-1 as that ball gets away from the catcher. And they're going to have a little conference here. Catcher's not happy. He thinks maybe Leo sent his girlfriend a text. Leo's saying, no, I didn't. And they're fine. All is well in Tri-City land. 2-1 pitch here from Leo coming to Oshak. And he hits the outside corner. Nice pitch. His fastball, ladies and gentlemen, just moves just a little bit from my left to right. Tails away from a left-handed hitter. That pitch misses outside, and we got a full count. Good at-bat here for Sam Oshak. How is it a good at-bat when he hasn't swung the bat? Well, this is going to be the 6th pitch of the at-bat, and he's giving his teammates a lot to look at here from Leo Fleischhecker. And he fouls one off, and we're going to hit me, baby, one more time as the count stays full. Good job of staying alive by Sam Oshak. As my friend Barry Gibb once sang. Oshak here now with his 7th pitch of this at-bat early on. Catcher for Team Manitoba gives his, for Team Tri-City Red, gives his coach the thumbs up. You'll see this a lot when there's either the umpire gets hit, then the catcher goes and visits with the pitcher. If the catcher gets hit, the umpire goes and visits with the pitcher. If you're ever wondering what they're doing, it's just a baseball kind of, gentleman's agreement that when somebody gets dinged up, they don't want to have all the attention on themselves. It's basically, let's go distract somebody, and we'll live to see another day. And that pitch misses well wide, and Oshak caps off a great at-bat with what turned out to be an 8-pitch walk.
Up next to post 2, shortstop number 2, Landon Meyer.
So with nobody out and the first no-out walk to Sam Oshak, that brings up the shortstop. I said shortstop. You're used to seeing him at second base, maybe a little pitching. But Landon Meyer making his shortstop debut here for post 2 in 2023. Oh, he almost got it over to the third baseman's head. What a tremendous play to rob a hit from Landon Meyer. Third baseman looks like he's about 6'6" as well, and he needed every single inch plus both inches of his vertical to get that one. But if you hear those bells tolling, that means it's Jordan Leininger, because he is for whom the bell tolls. Jordan Leininger wearing number 14, batting from the right side of the plate. Digs in, and he's taking the pitch from Leo Fleischhecker. Slider in there for strike 1. Jordan Leininger typically sees off speed here from most pitchers, especially those that know his potential. Always a threat to hit the ball out of the park. That ball hit foul down the line. And Jordan finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Fleischhecker has started him off with 2 off-speed pitches. Be interesting to see what happens on an 0-2 count from Fleischhecker. Looks like he might be setting up for a fastball. And he does. And there's a balk called. And if you're wondering what the balk was there, Leo Fleischhecker needs to come set and pause before he delivers that pitch. He came set, no pause. That brings Landon Meyer to second. It also puts Jordan Leininger in a spot where he's got a runner in scoring position here with 1 out, top of the first. That pitch taken up high. Fleischhecker went fastball on that pitch that was a balk, and he came back with a fastball in the 0-2. Leininger, don't be surprised if Fleischhecker comes back with that off-speed pitch here, 1-2 to Leininger. He does so, and that pitch gets away from the catcher. Meyer going to third, and he's in there safely. And post 2 now with the runner at third base, just 90 feet away from putting the first run of the game up as Meyer takes third base on the pass ball. Just an off-speed pitch pass ball. The catcher just off the tip of his glove, and Leininger now in a spot to drive in the first run of the game. Fights that pitch off. And Maybe it was Robin Gibb that wrote the lyrics, Staying Alive, but either way, Jordan Leininger staying alive for one more. 2-2 from Leo Fleischecker with a runner on third. A ball's popped up high. And just out of play. Oh, golf is the game of inches, or is football the game of inches? Either way, baseball was a game of inches that time, as that ball just got into the first row here at Jack Williams Stadium. Fleischecker came with that curveball one more time to Leininger. Leininger's seen 3 or 4 curveballs now from Fleischecker, trying to drive in Landemeyer, who reached on a fielder's choice at third base. The ball's outside, just missed the outside corner. Good pitch there from Fleischecker. Leininger, tough pitch to take, but he's worked himself a full count here. Fleischecker comes set. Ground ball, and that's going to get the job done. As the boys say in the dugout, way to do a job. As Jordan Leininger, a weak ground ball to third base, but nonetheless, that's going to go down in the books as an RBI ground out for Jordan Leininger. And that puts post 2 up on top, 1-0. That's going to bring to plate Adam Leininger, Jordan's brother, twin brother, recently turned 18 years old. Jordan Leininger drops down a bunt. Tough play for Fleischecker. Oh. Well, it was made an easier play. Adam Leininger got tripped up about 6 feet away from the base. I think he was going to beat that out. But either he was seeing double and saw a base about 8 feet away from where it actually was, or I think more likely he just got tripped up, lost his balance. So that's going to go down as an as a ground out. A 1-3 ground out. Pitcher to first base. And for post 2, they go down, but not before they score a run. They score a run on no hits. Didn't leave anybody on base. Tri-City did not make an error, but post 2 now leads 1-0 after 1. And welcome back to the Pete. That is the Jim Peterson Invitational Tournament. You're going to hear us call it the Pete from time to time. That was Jim Peterson's nickname. Jim Peterson, a beloved baseball figure here in Fargo, North Dakota. Jim was first seen in the area when he coached the North Dakota State Bison baseball team back in their Division II days. And after his stint at North Dakota State, he devoted hours and hours and hours for years and years and years to the Post 2 program, working behind the scenes, filling the role of Joe Parmer, if you remember that name, Joe Parmer. Jim Peterson took on that role as an ambassador for Post 2, kind of the man behind the scenes. Jim passed away 2020. Sad to see him go. I'm sure if he's watching from up above, he's appreciative that we're still running the Pete here over the 4th of July weekend. As that hit gets just by Beiswinger, give up the leadoff single there to Tri-City Red. So again, welcome back to the Pete. Used to be called the FM Invitational back when this guy played some 100 years ago. So Levi's Feet did a nice job there. Worked ahead in the account to Chris Then. But Mr. Then got a single. Oh, good play there by Oshak. That pitch was inside as Landon Booth. Must be both. Landon Both squared around to bunt. Pitch almost hit him, but Sam Oshak, you're going to see this from time to time. If there's a runner on first and that pitch takes him to his right, so as you're looking at the catcher, if you're looking from the center field camera, it'd be to your left. But if that pitch takes him to his right, you're going to see Sam Oshak get up, and more often than not, he's going to throw that ball down to first base. Sam Oshak, again, the pride of Breckenridge, Minnesota, goes to Fargo Shanley. He went to Fargo Shanley as a 9th grader. He's played football. He's played hockey. He's played baseball. That pitch is bunted foul. So both attempts by both to bunt have not been successful. And now with both down in the count 1-2, we'll have to take a look at the Tri-City manager and see if he waves off that bunt sign. He rubbed his chest a few times. Don't be surprised if that's the hit away sign for Landon Both. With Chris Then on first base. The pitch from Levi misses down and in. And that brings the count to 2-2. Early here in the top of the second inning. Fargo Post 2 took a lead in the bottom of the first inning. Landon Meyer scoring on the Jordan Leininger RBI ground out. The pitch from Sveet. We got to play it for 2 here. And they almost got him at first. Grayson Doctor kind of looked back at the dugout saying, what did I miss? Well, you missed it by about a half a second. That ground ball went to Grayson Doctor. He quickly threw over to his shortstop, Landon Meyer. Landon Meyer, no stranger to turning double plays, usually does it from the other side of second base. This time from the shortstop side, he threw back as Grayson Doctor came back and covered first base. But a lot of excitement for a fielder's choice, and with 1 out, off-speed pitch there from Levi's Feet to number 17, Aiden. Yeah, Aiden's his first name. Bale, Aiden Bale. Pitch misses just inside, just off the plate, and 1-1 to Aiden Bale, wearing number 17. If you're listening and not watching, you'll see you'll hear he's got an orange bat. Pants all the way down to the shoes. Bat kind of dropped off his right shoulder. Hands up in the air. His feet throws over to first base. Tri-City with red helmets, red, white, and blue uniform tops, gray pants with a little pinstripe down the sides. Post 2 in their pearly white uniforms. One of my favorites. If you're wondering how Post 2 picks their uniforms, I'll let you in on a little secret. They let the starting pitchers that day decide. So starting pitchers, if there's 2 starting pitchers, not really sure how we break the tie, but the starting pitcher will let the team know what they're most comfortable pitching in. And I think for a lot of these pitchers, they probably like these vests. That's a white vest, so that arm is nice and loose just with the t-shirt on. And Sveet is so sweet and neat as he beats Aiden Hale. Aiden Hale's giving him some intel. He's saying, he just got me. Good luck.
Next up for Tri-City, first baseman number 12, Sawyer Anderson.
It's going to bring up Sawyer Anderson. Nice Scandinavian name we can all pronounce. I can even read that one. Sawyer Anderson wearing number 12. He's the first baseman for Tri-City Red. Big right-hander steps in with a runner on first. Big lead at first base. That pitch misses down and away, and the off-speed pitch from Sveet. It's going to be 1-0 to Sawyer Anderson. Takes a big, deep breath. Digs in fairly close to the plate. Sveet comes set. Big lead at first base. And he's going. That might be a learning opportunity for Levi. That was a big lead that became a bigger lead that became a biggest lead. And if he wasn't going to second base, I would have lost a lot of money on that bet. But no damage there as Sawyer Anderson hits a foul ball just towards his dugout. Don't be surprised if Levi gets some instruction from the post 2 dugout. Take a look at that runner on first base. And he does. Throws over to Grayson Doctor. Grayson Doctor comes to you via Oak Grove High School. Oak Grove High School, located about a half a mile here from Jack Williams Stadium. Might be going again, folks. He is. Oshak the throw. That goes into center field. But safe at second is Landon Both. So both times, Both took off for second. He tipped it away. He was like me playing poker. There was no doubt in what hand he was holding. He was holding the hand that said, I'm off. So now runner in scoring position here with 2 outs and a 2-1 count to Sawyer Anderson. Levi's feet come set, and the pitch. Big breaking pitch. Fooled Sawyer Anderson, and Sveet forgot for a second that we play 3 strikes in Legion baseball. 3 strikes, not 2. Must have thought that the pitch that Landon Both stole on was a ball. Umpire called it a ball, but we got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in inning number 2. As Levi's feet looks to get post 2 back in the dugout with bats in hand. Sveet comes set, and the pitch. Ground ball hit to shortstop. Landon Meyer makes the throw. And Landon checks the box on the throw. Levi's feet checks the box on setting down Tri-City in the top of the. Leave 1 runner on base. But through 2 innings, Levi's feet puts 2 zeros up on the board. Post 2 is going to be coming up with their 5, 6, 7 hitters. Charlie Kalbrenner leading us off when we come back. Welcome back, everyone, to the bottom of the second inning as Charlie Kalbrenner digs in from the left side of the plate. Kalbrenner, his first at-bat here against Fleischhacker, takes that pitch wide outside of the breaking ball. Doesn't quite break enough, and Kalbrenner up in the count, 1-0. Fleischhacker working quickly. Comes set. Kalbrenner hits one in the gap. That's going to get past him. Kalbrenner built for speed. Gets to first, gets to second. And he's going to hold up there. Charlie Kalbrenner with the leadoff double. Hit that one to the RBC Wealth Management sign just in between that and the John T. Jones Construction Company sign. And a good piece of hitting there for Kalbrenner. Always a threat for extra bases. Charlie Kalbrenner, a senior to be at Fargo North High School. Just pitched a complete game on Tuesday night against the Grand Forks Royals up in Grand Forks. A game that Post 2 won. They actually swept the Royals that night, 2-0. Jackson Beiswinger now steps in for Post 2. Beiswinger, the third baseman, wearing number 13 from Fargo Davies High School. Jackson Beiswinger, the third of 4 boys for the Beiswinger family. Takes that pitch up and in. Jackson has 2 older brothers. Luke at Duke. That's his older brother Luke attending Duke University. Jackson Beiswinger, senior to be at Fargo Davies, swings and fouls that one straight back. Charlie Kalbrenner on second base is Tri-City, again, trying to figure out who's texting whose girlfriend here. Nope, it's not me. Okay, good. Yep, we're good. And Beiswinger digs in. Fleischecker takes the sign from his catcher, comes set. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. That pitch is fouled away and out of play. Up into the stands. Kind of a poor effort there by our people in the stands. I'm not going to lie. I mean, a couple guys had a chance to go get underneath that. One guy had nachos, but I think he's had a few bites, so he could have set it down. But either way, that pitch hit the tarmac here, and Beiswinger 1-2 as he's looking to move Kalbrenner over. And he strikes out on the fastball down in the zone. And Fleischecker, after the leadoff double to Charlie Kalbrenner, strikes out Jackson Beiswinger, but it's going to bring up the red hot Wyatt Kozadowski. And when I say red hot, ladies and gentlemen, Wyatt Kozadowski went in 10 at-bats, had 9 hits. That's 9 for 10. That's not shooting free throws. No, that's not like parking accurately. He was 9 for 10 hitting a baseball. Let's see if he can get back on track. That pitch taken up and in. Wyatt was 4 for 5 in his last game in Omaha. He was 4 for 4 against Grand Forks in game 1 and 1 for 1 in his second game at Grand Forks. 9 for 10. It's just an unbelievable feat for a kid who doesn't even have his driver's license. Kozadowski, Fargo Davies wrestles in the wintertime, takes that pitch. 4-4, Kozadowski with the 4-pitch walk. Maybe Fleischecker had the stats on Kozadowski and said, I've got to be careful with this guy with the guy in second base. So for post 2 now, runners at first and second. That's going to bring up the Grover, the OG, Grayson Doctor. Takes that fastball in for a strike. Doctor playing first base today for post 2. He plays first. I've seen him play third. I've seen him on the mound. Now looking to drive in Kalbrenner to put post 2 on top. 2-0. That pitch is up and in. 1-1 here with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Post 2 did score 1 in the bottom of the first inning. They're ahead 1-0 over Tri-City Red. That pitch taken low and inside for ball 2. Fleischecker working quickly, has 2 pitches that I've seen so far. A fastball tends to move left to right, and a curveball that moves, you guessed it, right to the left. That pitch is taken inside. Fleischecker looks like a craftsman out there. He's just picking his spots. My wife comes up here asking for the only thing she ever wants from me. She says keys. I would have said cash. That pitch upstairs for ball 4. And a happy wife makes for a happy life. And that's going to bring up the only other member on the team without a driver's license. The winning pitcher in last night's game against Wayzata, Mr. Carson Sheik. Carson Sheik up here with batters, bases loaded. Only 1 out. Hard ground ball. He's going to have to beat this one out. There's one. And he hits into a double play. Sheik hit the ball hard, unfortunately, right at the shortstop, and that's going to be an inning-ending double play for post 2 as they go down. They leave 3, leave 2 technically. So that's it for post 2. We're through 2 innings complete. Post 2, 1, Tri-City 0. And we're back here as Tri-City comes to the plate.
Up the top of the third for Tri-City, right fielder number 9, Thomas Shields.
The number 9 batter, Mr. Thomas Shields, wearing number 9. So batting ninth, wearing number 9, and playing on the scorebook in the number 9 position, right field. Takes a sweet pitch. That's a sweet pitch. Or a sweet pitch. Either way, it's sweet, but it's 1-1 now as that second pitch misses upstairs. Levi comes set. That ball's hit right down the middle. Oh, Oshak pops up, but that ball is foul, and that puts Thomas Shields in a 1-2 hole here. Levi Sweet comes out in his third inning here as a starter, again making his first start for post 2 of the year. You've seen Levi in relief many times. Paints the corner. Umpire disagrees with me. Sweet sets 2-2. That pitch is fouled away. And the count remains 2-2 as Thomas Shields leading out for Tri-City in his first at-bat. Seeing Levi for the first time, 2-2. Levi misses upstairs with the fastball, and the count now goes full. So good at-bat here for Thomas Shields either way. Levi's feet hoping to set the first batter of the inning down. From the full windup, Levi misses inside. That pitch gets past Oshak. He's going to come back, retrieve it, and Thomas Shields is going to end up at first base as Levi started off very well to Thomas Shields, but ends up walking him on a full count. It's going to go to the top of the order.
Next up for Tri-City.
Brings up Jack Henrik, the catcher.
Heinrich.
You'll hear coaches frustrated at time to time, but maybe never more so than when you walk that first batter of the inning. You'll hear him say many times, we'd rather see him get a hit than get a walk. And you'll say, what's the difference? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, but I agree with him. Something about that first batter getting a walk. Let's see if Levi can battle back here. A pitch on the outside corner just misses. 2-0. Man behind the plate not giving an inch outside that corner. Those two pitches just missed by about that. Levi comes set, runner on first base. Pitch taken up high, 3-0. So Levi Sweet's going to have to battle all the way back here against the top of the order, Mr. Jack Henrich. Thomas Shields take a short lead at first base. Probably not a swing happening here. Going to make Levi throw a strike, and he misses. Okay, all right. Don't adjust your screens. That pitch was called a strike. Just on the outside corner. It's going to be a spot where Levi wants to work. He wants to work at that outside part of the plate. But he misses there as that pitch gets by Oshak as well. And that's back-to-back walks for Sweet to start the top of the third inning. Levi had worked fairly smoothly for the first 2 innings. He'd given up 2 hits, a double, a single, but no real damage. That's going to bring a visit from the pitching coach for Post 2, Gunnar Lindstedt. 2013 state champion here for Post 2. Works with the pitchers under Coach Rusted. He's going to go have a visit with Levi, and we're going to take a quick break. Mound visit is complete, and Levi's feet takes the sign from Sam Oshak as he faces number 7, Parker Holmby. Sweet attempted to pick off the lead runner. That's Mr. Shields. Carson Sheet covering. Carson Sheep playing second base today. He's played a little bit of everywhere, folks. Third base, second base, pitched, outfield. At second base today. Sveet comes set. Oh, and a miscommunication there by Sveet and Doctor. And that's going to be a base hit. That's one we'd have to ask the coaches what kind of play was on. I don't believe they expect the pitcher to cover first base on a bunt. That would be just logically, I don't think you expect your pitcher to cover first base on a bunt. Second baseman was going over to second, so most likely I think Levi would probably want that back. I think that's his ball to field. Doctor did charge, but I think generally speaking on that play you want the pitcher to field that ball and take the sacrifice that Tri-City was willing to put up. But a big jam here now for post 2. Sveet, bases loaded, number 3 hitter, and he misses up and in. Again, we're in a tournament here, the Jim Peterson tournament, but still a non-conference game. I think Coach Rusted trying some guys at some different spots, obviously starting with Levi Sveet, pitching as a starter for the first time. That pitch misses inside. And the count is 2-0 now to the pitcher, Fleischhacker, batting third in the Tri-City order. Sveet looking to work out of this jam. Would love to get a pop-up. That ball's a fly ball. It's going to be short. Leininger catches it, and no tag. And there's that pop-up that this announcer was hoping for. That ball was hit too shallow to drive in the run, so Shields stays at third base. And if Levi Sveet had a couple things on his to-do list, one of those is crossed off. Make sure and get Fleischhacker out and move on to the next batter, which is Tanner Heyman. So still bases loaded, but now with 1 out for post 2, facing Tri-City, Levi Sveet, trying to work out of a jam. Big swing and a miss there by number 5, Mr. Tanner Heyman. Tanner plays third base for Tri-City Red. Where's number 5? And that's going to end up foul ball. Jackson Beiswinger. Both feet in foul territory. I had to kind of watch that one. We had an incident down in Nebraska, kind of the same thing. Let's just say things went a little south after that. And I don't mean directionally. So Sveet up 0-2 to Tanner Heyman. Bases loaded for Tri-City, just 1 out. Sveet looking to get out of this jam with minimal damage. Comes set and the pitch. And he struck him out. Oh, Levi, how sweet it is. 2 down now for Tri-City as Heyman looks back, takes a long walk back. That was an opportunity for him to knock in some runs. He looks like the type of guy that could do it. But that brings up Chris, that is. Facing Levi for the second time. That ball's hit in the air to Charlie Kalbrenner. He says ball, ball, ball. And oh my, Levi. Tri-City threatens. But Sveet says, no, not on my watch. And sets him out, gets out of the bases loaded, no out jam with a fly out, a strikeout, and a fly out. And that's going to do it for Tri-City in the top of the third. They score no runs, but they leave 3 stranded. Post 2 coming to the plate. And after that exciting conclusion to the top of the third inning, we're back here at Jack Williams, that is, Jack Williams Stadium, home of Fargo Post 2 baseball since the 60s. Pitch taken wide from Sam Oshak. Oshak wearing number 6. He's catching for the Post 2 baseball club. The pitch is lined. Oh, just about burnt the left fielder. He kind of shakes his head. That almost went over his head. Oshak, line drive, hit that ball well, but not well enough. The wind might have knocked that down just a bit too. The wind is blowing straight out to the right field corner here at Jack Williams, straight out to right. Brings up Lannemeyer, the shortstop, into a fielder's choice, his first at bat. Second time seeing Fleischecker. That pitch misses upstairs. The ball was 11 feet away from the catcher. Umpire is going to go get it. Never had that back when I played catcher. Lannemeyer 1-0 in the count. Make it 2-0 as that two-seam fastball misses inside. When I say two-seam fastball, if you're wondering what that is, just think of a pitch where the pitcher has his fingers on both seams vertically, and that ball is typically going to run left to right. So again, if you're looking at a baseball, you put both fingers kind of on the seams the long way, not across, the long way. 2-1 to Meyer. Make it 3-1. That would be a four-seam fastball. Four-seam, you put him across. 3-1 here to Lannemeyer. Lannemeyer, second time facing Fleischecker. Fouls that one off towards the dugout for Tri-City. And we got a full count here now with Lannemeyer up, wearing number 2 with 1 out, bottom of the third. Fleischecker. Boy, the umpire decided to open up the zone. Kind of robbed Lannemeyer of a walk there. I'm his dad, but boy, that pitch was not called a strike in the top half of the third. I can guarantee you that. Just is what it is, folks.
14, Jordan Leininger.
So Lannemeyer goes down on strikes. And Jordan Leininger takes that pitch in for a strike. 0-1 working ahead. Leininger up with 2 outs. Had an RBI ground out in the first inning. And that pitch was way better than a lot of pitches. Actually, I'm just going to calm down here. Just stay calm. And 1-1 here to Leininger. The pitch outside, 2-1. So 2-1 to Leininger here in the bottom of the third inning. There's 2 outs as Oshak and Lannemeyer have been both retired. Fleischecker looking to get back into the dugout here for Tri-City Red. Leininger looking to put a run up for Post 2 and extend a 2-out rally. Fouls that curveball straight on back. And now 2-2 with 2 outs. Fleischecker takes the sign. Here comes the pitch. Ball chopped in the air. Fleischecker's going to make that play. And that's going to do it for Post 2. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll be back. So top of the fourth inning here for Tri-City. That brings up Landon Both. Levi's feet from the full windup. Throws, misses that pitch wide and outside. Sveet has gone the distance here for post 2 so far, working his fourth inning, first time as a starter. Delivers, that ball's hit. Oh, just outside the reach of Kozadowski. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Landon Both. I think Kozadowski was fooled on that one. He came in, should have went back. That's another leadoff hit here for Tri-City Red.
Next up, shortstop number 17, Aiden Bale.
Brings up Aiden Bale for Tri-City. And a big off-speed pitch there from Sveet. And he works ahead in the count 0-1. Sveet holds the runner back at second base. That'd be Landon Both. Second time in as many innings that Tri-City has that leadoff runner on base and in scoring position. It's going to be a ground ball to Landemeyer. They got him at third. What a play there by Landemeyer and Jackson Beiswinger. The 7-footer gets the tag down. And Jackson Beiswinger slapped that tag on as quick as you can say Beiswinger. Landemeyer had a business decision to make. He saw about a 120-foot throw, or he saw about a 20-foot throw. He made the same business decision I would have made, and post 2 cuts down the lead runner on a good play there by the post 2 defense. Levi's feet now falls behind in the count, 1-0. Facing Sawyer Anderson here for the second time. That's a nice pitch on the outside corner of the plate. Maybe been fouled off, but number 12, facing number 12. Battle of the 12, Sawyer Anderson facing Levi's feet. Count is 1-1 with 1 out and 1 on. In a 1-0 game, Sveet comes set. And the pitch. Good play there by Sam Oshak to make sure that ball didn't get past him. Oshak catching for the second time today, fourth time in 2 days. Got a little bit of a break last night. Wyatt Kozadowski caught a few innings in the nightcap. Sveet takes the sign. A pitch buzzes the tower. And Sveet falls behind 3-1 here to Sawyer Anderson. Sawyer Anderson, the number 8 batter here in the Tri-City lineups. That pitch is fouled straight back into the parking lot, and we have a full count coming here. We'll see if Tri-City puts the runner in motion. Sawyer Anderson up with Thomas Shields on deck. Levi's feet looking to battle all the way back here against Sawyer Anderson. Full count, runner on first, takes a small lead. Sveet picks over anyhow. Doctor throws the tag on. Didn't look like he had much of a lead there at first base. That'd be Aiden Bale at first base. Sveet wanted to double check just in case. Now he takes the sign from his catcher, Sam Oshak. Pauses and comes set for the pitch. The ball's popped up into right field. And we're going to get a force out at second base as Sheik had it for a second, fell out of his glove. Kalbrenner stopped, picked it up, threw over to Landon Meyer for the force out at second base. Nothing Aiden Bale could do on that.
Next up for Tri-City, right fielder number 9, Thomas Shields.
Because this is a children's broadcast, let's just say he was darned if he did, darned if he didn't. So he had to stay close to first base. Luckily, Charlie Kalbrenner, that ball bounced right to him. Good play by Oshak. You see that all the time in baseball. that tips off a fielder's glove, and it can go anywhere once it does that. This one went right to Kalbrenner. He picked up the ball, took his time, made an accurate throw to Landon Meyer for the rare 9-6 putout. That ball is hit foul. Out of play down the right field line, and the count goes to 1-1 here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Post 2 still on top, 1-0. Levi Sweet working quickly, takes the sign from Oshak, comes set. Runner on first with a small lead. And Sweet misses wide. And the count goes 2-1. Number 9 batter here in the lineup for Tri-City Red. Thomas Shields did reach on a base on balls way back in the last inning. That ball's hit hard up the middle. Carson Sheik right underneath his glove, and that error by Sheik is going to lead to a first and second now with 2 outs. And Tri-City has something going again. Sheik looked like he was just going to field that, maybe step on second base himself, but instead the error puts the 9 batter on first base and brings up the catcher, the leadoff hitter,
Now batting catcher number 6, Jack Henrich.
Jack Henrich. So Sweet steps in, gonna have to work out of another jam here. Back-to-back innings. Number 12 comes set. Fastball hit foul down the third base line, right towards the Tri-City dugout. Sweet up in the count. No balls, 1 strike. So this inning got started with a double over Wyatt Kozadowski's head. Maybe a ball he catches maybe 75% of the time. Just got a bad little hop on it. And here we stay with 2 outs in an 0-1 count. That ball misses in. Landon Meyer would like to have a word with the umpire about where that pitch was. But either way, it's 1-1. Sweet facing the leadoff hitter, the catcher, Jack Henrich. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Sweet takes his sign from Oshak. Defense is set. And the delivery. Good off-speed pitch there by Sweet. Big hack there by Henrich, the big right-hander. Now has seen fastball. He's seen inside. He's seen off-speed. What is Coach Gunnar Lindstedt going to tell Sam Oshak to relay to Sweet? The 1-2 with 2 outs. Went for a fastball, missed just outside. Not close enough to draw any serious attention from Jack Henrich. You tell your pitchers you want that pitch to be maybe miss just a little bit closer. They call it a competitive miss. Something a little more competitive to hopefully draw a swing. But Sweet has one more chance. That ball's hit hard. And that's going to load up the bases here with 2 outs. That ball was hit hard to Kozadowski. Too hard here for Tri-City to be able to score on that play. And for Sweet, he's got bases loaded once again with the top of the order. That brings up Parker Holmbo. Parker playing center field for Tri-City, wearing number 7. Has runners everywhere. Sweet, bases loaded. 2 consecutive innings, looking to work out of it once again. The pitch, fastball. And they got him at second. Yes, sir. Landon Meyer with the quick play, the only play I believe he had. Threw it to Carson Sheik. And no damage once again. Sweet ending. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th with post 2 still up 1-0. And welcome back, everybody, to the bottom of the fourth inning. This game is moving along quickly. We got a good one here. Fleischecker facing Adam Leininger for the second time today. Fleischecker just given up just one hit so far. The double by Charlie Kalbrenner. Make that two as Adam Leininger, the landlord they call him, dumps that ball into right field. I'm sitting next to Adam Leininger's father, the father of all fathers, the dad of all dads, the patriarch of all patriarchs. And yes, it is his birthday today. Curtis, the legend Leininger of the Leininger dynasty. Curtis turned 49 today. Doesn't look a day over 39. It's going to bring up Charlie Kalbrenner already with one hit today, the double. He's got Adam Leininger at first base. Fleischecker starts Kalbrenner off with the fastball. Ran over the outside corner of the plate for a strike. And Kalbrenner 0-1. No bunts so far from Rusted. Coach Rusted, that is. That ball, big swing by Kalbrenner, the power hitting lefty, but just missed that. And now Fleischecker up in the count against Kalbrenner, 0-2 with Adam Leininger on first base. And nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning for post two. Kalbrenner set. That pitch misses outside. He tried to nibble with an outside curveball. Didn't curve enough. And now 1-2 to Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner's seen fastball. He's seen curveball. What's he going to see now? Oh, he couldn't quite hold up. Fleischecker changed arm slots, kind of went to the side arm. It just fooled Kalbrenner. That fastball was down in the dirt. Probably one Charlie would love to have back. Brings up the third baseman, Jackson Beiswinger. Beiswinger struck out in his first plate appearance against Fleischecker. Looking to turn his luck around here. He takes a fastball in there for a called first strike. Fleischecker has thrown first pitch strikes to every single batter in this inning. Leininger, the one to do damage with it, standing on first base. Beiswinger 0-1 in the count. Here comes the pitch. That ball's hit well, but not well enough. That ball was tracked down by the left fielder. He had a good jump on it. Beiswinger barreled that one up, as they say. Didn't quite have just enough on it. And now quickly, post two, down to their last out in the fourth inning. Leininger still on first base, takes his lead. Kozadowski steps into the box. Fleischecker takes a step back. Now he's back on the mound. Right foot against the pitching rubber. Comes set. And that pitch taken up for a ball. Leininger takes his signal from Coach Rusted. Kozadowski does the same. Adam Leininger, probably the best base runner on post two's roster. Ball hit in the hole. Plays at one. And they make the play, and that's going to do it for post two in the fourth inning. They scored no runs. They did have the one hit, the leadoff single by Adam Leininger. They strand Adam, and that's going to do it for four. Levi Speet coming out for the top of the fifth. All right, leading off here for Tri-City Red in the top of the 5th inning. Seeing Levi's feet for the 3rd time is the pitcher, Mr. Fleischhacker. Takes a big swing. Big cut. Took a couple extra looks at Levi's feet. Levi ahead in the count, 0-1. Make it 0-2 as another big cut. Sweet has Fleischhacker off balance so far in this at-bat. Nobody out here for Tri-City. The leadoff batter, Fleischhacker, takes the pitch from Levi's feet. And he drops that in there, a blooper, on an 0-2 pitch. Maybe one Levi wants back. And Leo reaches first base on a single and celebrated it with a move. I've gotten used to them celebrating doubles and triples. That's the first time I've seen a celebration on the single. I'm not going to lie. I'm an old fossil. Fleischhacker taking a huge lead at first. That ball's hit to Kalbrenner, deep right field. He's drifting back on it, drifting back. Settles in, makes the catch. And nowhere to go for Fleischhacker as Kalbrenner gets that in quickly to Carson Sheik. Throws it to Landemeyer, back to Levi's feet. And one pitch retires the cleanup hitter for Tri-City Red. Brings up the second baseman, Chris Then. Chris Then, 1 for 2 on the day. Facing Levi's feet now, 3rd time through the order for Levi. Fleischhacker takes a big lead at first. Pitches just misses outside and low for ball 1. Fleischhacker with the leadoff single on an 0-2 pitch from Sweet. And he's going. That pitch is hit foul down the 3rd base line. Beiswinger gloves it. And Fleischhacker heads back to first base. As he was attempting to steal, goes back to first on the foul ball there from Chris Then. Count now at 1-1. Post 2, love to get a double play here and get out of the inning with no damage. Tri-City Red with a runner on base once again. That pick play over to Grayson Doctor. Doctor had to reach for that ball just a little bit, but Fleischhacker dove in safely. He didn't quite have that big lead he had before when he stole the base. We'll see if Sweet keeps a good eye on him here. Runner's not going. Pitch on the inside part of the plate. Hit foul down the 3rd baseline towards the post 2 dugout. And Chris Then finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Levi's feet working ahead on this batter. Umpire says let's play ball. Levi takes his signal from Oshak. Fleischhacker takes his lead at first. Runner not going. This pitch is hit into center field, a little shallow. Jordan Leininger takes 3 steps in. Familiar Jordan Leininger catch. And they toss it back into Sweet. That's 2 down now as Chris Then flies out to Jordan Leininger. The wind is blowing just a little bit out to the right center field. Not much out there. Old Glory basically folded down. But whatever wind is out there is headed just a little bit to center right field. Jordan Leininger able to glove that one, and that's going to bring up to the plate Mr. Boff. Landon Boff, that is. Oops. Oshak maybe made a mistake there. Probably best to just hold on to that one. That pitch was way inside. He had no chance to get the runner at second base. He shakes his head. That's going to be a throwing error on Sam Oshak. As Fleischhacker was taking second base, he had a really good jump. That pitch was way inside on Landon Boff. No real play for Sam Oshak there. I'm sure Coach Rusted will talk to him about that one. Just sometimes you just got to hold on to the ball, live to see another day. Sweet, the pitch to Boff. Missed somewhere, and that's 2-0 to Boff. 2 balls, no strikes to Landon Boff. There is 2 outs. Levi's feet looking to strand a runner 90 feet away for the 3rd consecutive inning. But in a 2-0 hole to Landon Boff. That pitch is delivered as a strike. It's fly ball, by swinger. Underneath it. And the big third baseman gloves it. And Levi Sweet, as my friend Steven Tyler once sang, living on the edge. But he gets out of it. Halfway through 5, 1-0, post 2.
Leading up the bottom of the fifth for Cardinal Post 2, first baseman number 24, Grayson Doctor.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And no need to call a doctor. We've got one. Grayson Doctor steps into the batter's box. Takes that pitch inside for ball 1. Grayson Doctor, big, tall, right-handed batter wearing number 24. Lifts that bat off his right shoulder. And a big sweeping curveball in there from Fleischecker. Evens up the count, 1-1. Grayson Doctor looking for post 2's third hit of the night. Hits a ground ball, but that's going to end up in foul territory, and the count moves to 1-2. Doctor did reach base in his first plate appearance of the night. Grayson walked, but way back in the second inning. Facing Fleischecker for the second time. And down on the count, 1-2. Fleischecker working quickly. He's only given up 2 hits. From the full windup, the 1-2. Ground ball in the hole. And that gets through. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. And post 2 has the leader on with Carson Sheik coming to the plate.
Next up for Post 2, second baseman number 23, Carson Sheik.
Carson Sheik, the number 9 batter, may be asked to lay down a bunt here. So why would he be asked to lay down a bunt? Well, we've got a 1-0 game. A true pitcher's duel. You've got Sam Oshak, your leadoff hitter, coming up next. Let's see what Coach Rusted dials up as time is called. And Coach is going to have a visit here with Carson Sheik. And we may be having a pinch hitter. We are not having a pinch hitter. We're having a I think that's called a cheat sheet. Carson Sheik didn't have his sheet. No sheet for Sheik. Sheik was sheetless. Wow, and that third baseman is in. He is playing only about 20 feet away from Carson Sheik. Good take there by Carson Sheik. He squared the bunt. So what Carson Sheik's going to attempt to do here, if you're watching at home, he's going to attempt to bunt this to the pitcher's left. In other words, the first base side. If he bunts it to the third base side, they're going to throw that ball to second base. So watch for Sheik to bunt it to the first base side as he takes that pitch in there for a called first strike. And the count goes to 1-1. It was a good pitch by Fleischhacker. The pitch started off just outside the outside corner. I think Carson thought it was going to stay outside, but it just had a little tail back and caught the black of the plate. And here's that play. Good bunt by Sheik. Oh, there was almost nobody covering third. But the doctor stays at second. That's going to bring up Sam Oshak. So like we said earlier about Jordan Leininger's RBI groundout, you'll see all the post 2 players in the dugout come and congratulate Carson Sheik. So why are they doing that? He just got out. It's because they say he just did a job. He did his job. Sacrificed himself for the betterment of the team. You sacrifice yourself by laying that bunt down. He did it successfully. Again, 15 years old, no driver's license. I see his mom and dad having to sit here and wait for that field to be put to bed every night so they can take Carson home after they stop by and get him some TCBY and give him some words of encouragement and love. A white chocolate mousse with some gummy bears. Carson Sheik doing the job, number 23. Pinch runner for post 2. They've got Connor Holm now at second base. Connor Holm, you might say he's fast. Sam Oshak at the plate. Pitch taken wide outside for ball 1. As Fleischhacker finds himself with a runner on scoring position for the first time in a couple innings, facing the dangerous Sam Oshak with the even more dangerous base runner. That ball's in the gap. Connor Holm rounding third. He's going to score standing up. And Oshak, Captain Clutch. Breckenridge, Minnesota. If you're watching, be proud. Slamming Sammy Oshak puts post 2 up 2-0 on the RBI double.
Next up for post 2, shortstop number 2, Landon Meyer.
Pinch runner Connor Holm scoring the run to put post 2 up ahead. And Fleischhacker now facing Landon Meyer. Landon Meyer gets hit by that pitch. And Fleischhacker flustered. And for whom the bell tolls for Jordan Leininger as the bells from Metallica via 1988 radiate the airwaves here in North Fargo, Jack Williams Stadium. Metallica blasting Jordan Leininger's walk-up song, For Whom the Bell Tolls. It might toll here for Jordan Leininger as he takes the pitch. Squares the bunt. It's going to be a tough play for Fleischhacker. He got it down, and Leininger moves Oshak over to third base, Landon Meyer to second. And now Tri-City's going to have a decision to make. Do you pitch to the landlord? They got a base open. The landlord has come to collect rent. The tenant has a decision to make. Do we pay this guy now? They're going to. Charlie Kalbrenner on deck. Big pitch here for Adam. And he takes that ball up and in for ball 1. Adam Leininger in a position to do some serious damage here to Tri-City Red. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-0 pitch. Taken upstairs for ball 2. Fleischhacker has been absolute money all day long, but facing his biggest batter of the day. Adam Leininger, 2-0 pitch. Make it 3-0. This might be the unofficial pitch around here. We'll see what they do now, 3-0. Charlie Kalbrenner's on deck. And they ask for a 1-week extension as the landlord does not collect rent, but he's going to collect 90 feet and move to first base.
Now batting, regular number 15, Charlie Kalbrenner.
And from Metallica to the sweet sound of Eddie Van Halen's guitar, here comes Charlie Kalbrenner. Bases loaded, nowhere to put you. A pitch taken on the outside corner for strike 1. Fleischhacker working ahead in the count to Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner Bases juiced. Bottom of 5. Post 2 up 2. Good stop there by the catcher for Tri-City Red as that slider almost got away. Oshak drooling at the mouth, foaming at the mouth of the prospect of coming home on that play. Oh, big swing by Kalbrenner and a miss. Off-speed pitch got him out in front just a bit. Kalbrenner now chokes up on that bat, now looking to put the ball in play any way possible. Fleischacker to Kalbrenner. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. He's seen fastball, he's seen curveball, he's seen up and down. Bases loaded. It's going to put the runners in motion. Nowhere to put Kalbrenner. They call this the payoff pitch. It's going to pay off for one team, one way or the other. Here we go. That's ball 4. No! Oh, Mylanta. Oh, Mylanta. I'll have to watch the replay on that one. Anyhow, that does it for the 5th. We'll be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm back after one inning off. Thanks to Mike Lamont for covering that last inning for me. Apparently, Mike Lamont got pretty excited on that last pitch. He loves this team that much. Post 2 leaves the bases loaded, but they scored 2. Excuse me, they scored 1 to make it a 2-0 lead into the 6th inning. And if you're at the lake, just FYI, in 1 hour, if you get here in time, you could have a half-price hot dog. That ball hit him. We're going to find out what the call is. That pitch was up and in. It looked like it caught a piece of his wrist. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Tri-City player is just fine. Number 17, Aiden Bale. He's now on first base. Levi Sweet with Bale on first base, facing Sawyer Anderson for the third time. And that pitch misses upstairs. Count goes to 1-0. And the score is 2-0, post 2 on top. Tri-City is threatened in most innings. And no play for Connor Holm there, as it's going to be an infield single for Sawyer Anderson. And here comes Tri-City back again. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. Bringing the 9-hitter Thomas Shields to the plate. The bottom of the order here for Tri-City has been anything but bottom. That guy's on base every time they get up. Thomas Shields, no exception. He walked a few innings ago. And here comes a decision here for Tri-City. And if I'm a bet man, he is going to square around a bunt. Again, the right fielder, wearing number 9, batting 9th, playing the 9 position out in the field, Thomas Shields. They did. Oh. He's squaring. Fouls it off. That pitch was fouled off, trying to bunt.
Now it's good. Can hear you now.
Sweet ahead in the count, 0-1 to Shields. He's going to square again. He does. A pitch in there for a ball. And the count goes to 1-1. Sweet just missed on the outside part of the plate. And Tri-City Red calls time. And we're going to get a pinch runner here for Sawyer Anderson coming off the bench. Looks like number 16, number 14, David Shields.
Pitch running for Tri-City, number 14, David Shields.
Maybe a twin brother, who knows? Or they might be in one of the other cities of the Tri-City. So Levi Sweet, 1-1, facing Thomas Shields with 2 runners on, nobody out, post 2, ahead 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. Looking to work himself out of a jam. Beiswinger looks like he's staying home at third base, which means if that's the case, Levi is going to need to cover this bunt on the third base side. Here comes Beiswinger. Oh, he called him safe before the runner even got there. You don't see that very often. So Oshak went to third base late. Connor Holm dropped it, threw it over to he was going to be safe at third base either way. Threw it to first base where it looked like they might have got him. The umpire waved his hand safe before. Yeah, whatever. All right, bases loaded here now. Tri-City, they've got nobody out, top of the order.
I think that was a little bit of an early call.
So Sweet once again, bases loaded, top of the order.
We need an out at the plate.
Can he do it one more time? Double play ball. They get 1. And Tri-City gets their first run into the game, and another runner at third base. First and third now with 1 out. That's going to bring the 2-hitter to the plate.
Next up, center fielder, number 7, Parker Holmbo.
Parker Holmbo now up, facing Sweet one more time. The deficit cut to 2-1, and that's going to bring a mound visit here from Gunnar Lindstedt. We'll be right back. All right, we're back live here with Levi Sweet facing Parker Holmbo. Runners at first and third.
Where are we at in the lineup, Chris?
This is the two batter.
Two hitter?
Runners going. And now second and third as the base is stolen by the leadoff hitter, Jack Henrich. So now runners in scoring position at second and third here for Tri-City. Just one out. And their number 2 hitter, number 7, Parker Holmbo at the plate. That pitch was a strike, 0-1 to Holmbo. Post 2 would love to get a little shallow fly ball.
Or a strikeout.
Or a strikeout. Speed ahead of the count, 0-1. He takes the sign from Oshak. Comes set. And here's the pitch. Oh, it dropped by Kozadowski. That's going to score 1. And it's going to be, we'll see how they rule it. It might be an error. It might be a...
Yeah, it's an error.
Kozadowski looks like he's uncomfortable out there.
Looked like he had it. Till the very last moment, he sort of dropped down like he didn't see it very well. They have to make a change here now, right?
So we're going to check on Wyatt Kozadowski. We'll be back.
Now batting pitcher number 2, Leo Fleischhacker.
So he had an appeal play there at first base. I think post 2 did not think that he touched first base. I'm not so sure either runner was or umpire was looking at that. They both kind of looked at each other.
Well, yeah. By their reaction, they were like, hopefully you saw. But I don't think either one of them did.
Levi Speed takes the pitch. The sign misses low and away. Again, runners at second and third. Go ahead run at third base for Tri-City as they tie it up on the Kozadowski error. Looks like he's okay. Something's wrong with his, looks like his right side. Not really sure what's going on out in left field. And Levi Speed trying to battle out of this once again. That ball's hit hard. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score 2. This post 2 now finds themselves down for the first time. Not only today, but all tournament, 4-2. As Fleischhacker once again does the celebration on a single, which I'm still not quite used to. It's going to take a while for this old codger to get used to celebrating singles. Just finally got used to celebrating doubles. Not really used to that either. And Gunnar Lindsted's going to come out for a visit.
I haven't seen anybody warm up.
No action in the post 2 bullpen.
Looks like Lannon's getting ready to do something, though.
And they might go back to Lannon Meyer, who relieved in the first game. It sure looks that way. And we'll find out here in about 5 minutes. Okay, we're back here with post 2 on the ropes here. Post 2, one thing you don't see very often, 3 errors so far in this game. Landon Meyer now brought into relief here for post 2, moving from second base to the pitcher's mound. That ball's gone. Starting with the fastball. Make it 6-2. As that ball snuck right over the 300 sign. Not very deep out there in left field, and that ball just snuck over and inside.
Had to be within inches of the foul ball.
And make it 6-2 Tri-City.
Next up, second baseman.
And time to start over here for post 2. That pitch misses low and away, and the count is 1-0. Landon Meyer, second relief appearance so far today. It's a fly ball. Routine for Brady Manley, and that's 2 away. Tri-City has scored 4 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Next up, left fielder number 4, Landon.
This post 2 had made just a couple of errors there. Sacrifice bunt,
They've been costly, though.
drop fly ball, hit batsman. That ball hit to Brady Manley, and that's going to do it. Not before they score 4 unanswered. 6-2, Tri-City. Post 2 needs a rally. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
Leading out the bottom of the 6 for Fargo.
We're back in
Third baseman number 13.
post 2, now
Jackson
6-2
Beiswinger.
deficit. Bottom of the 6th inning, Jackson Beiswinger leading off for post 2. Post 2 now needs base runners. Be a good test here for post 2. This game filled with adversity.
Yeah, base runners is the key. Even if we don't need 4 runs this inning, but we need to cut that deficit.
Post 2 has come from behind earlier on this year. Most recently against Minot, North Dakota, the 7th inning rally. That pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike.
This guy's got a little movement.
Yeah, he throws, looks like a 2-seam fastball that tends to run back in towards the plate. And of course, that curveball. Tri-City making the plays that unfortunately post 2 didn't. Kind of the story of the game there. Kind of a tough, long-running fly ball catch there. Tri-City made it. Post 2 in the other half of the inning didn't.
Up next to post 2. Second baseman number 1. Wyatt Kozadowski.
Brings Kozadowski to the plate wearing number 1, hitting from the right side of the plate. Connor Holm on deck. Pitch taken outside for ball 1. Fleischecker still throwing for Tri-City. That ball's going to hit him.
There's a base runner.
And there's a base runner for post 2, which is what they need.
Need about 4 more. Start stacking them up here.
Next up at post 2, shortstop number 8, Connor Holmes.
Brings Connor home to the plate. First time facing Fleischhacker. Connor came into the game as a pinch runner, has stayed in the game as a shortstop, facing Fleischhacker for the first time. That ball's driven,
That's
trying to find a gap, and
we
it does
go.
so. That's going to bring Kozadowski all the way over to third base, and Connor home at second with a stand-up double. And Brady Manley to the plate with a chance to cut into this Tri-City lead.
Batting for post 2, left fielder number 11, Brady Manley.
But you just got to stay away from the stuff off the plate here. Be patient and be quick to the ball.
Manley swinging a hot bat here for post 2 most of the summer. First time facing Fleischhacker. Takes that pitch upstairs for ball 1. Sam Oshak on deck as post 2 looking to get back to the top of the order. Brady Manley came in on that last change when Sweet went out. Swing and a miss, swing through a fastball. And the count evens up 1-1 with 1 out, 2 runners on, both in scoring position. Connor home at second, Wyatt Kozadowski just 90 feet away at third base, looking to cut into the Tri-City lead. Pitch way outside for ball 2. 2-1 count now to Manley.
Most likely going to see a fastball here. Be ready.
Make it 3-1 to Manley. Fleischhacker does have a base open. Oshak had a double in his last at-bat. Fleischhacker probably looking to challenge Brady Manley on the 3-1 pitch.
It's a good at-bat.
It's just upstairs, ball 4. And that's going to bring a visit from the Tri-City manager. We'll be back.
Sam Oshak.
All right, we're back live at Jack Williams here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bases loaded for post 2. Sam Oshak at the plate facing Fleischhacker after the mound visit. That pitch taken on the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Oshak with the double in his last plate appearance. Would love to see another one. Fleischhacker with the pitch. Maybe took a little off that.
Yeah, it looked like a changeup.
And Oshak down 0-2. Hard line drive. That's a
boy.
base hit. That's going to score 1. That's going to score 2. And it's 6-4 as Oshak lines the 0-2
Good
pitch
decision
right up
by
the middle.
Manley not to go there. I think he's thrown out at third if he goes, but got the bulk of the middle of our lineup coming up. Let's not make outs on the bases.
So Sam Oshak comes through in the clutch once again with an RBI, 2 RBI single. Brings Landemeyer to the plate with runners at first and second. Post 2 down 2. And looks like Tri-City maybe playing for a bunt. Bunt is not on. That pitch is taken for a strike. Fastball down the plate. Landemeyer let it go. And falls behind 0-1.
Ooh,
The pitch just missed Landemeyer's left shoulder as he turned at the last second. And that makes it 1-1 to Meyer. 1 out, 2 on.
that's
That
what
ball's
we want.
hit. That's going to score Manley.
Maybe. Yes. Nice job.
And make it 6-5.
Now if you're Tri-City, you're running into problems.
Up next for post 2.
For whom the bell tolls, you know who it tolls. It tolls for Jordan Leininger. And Tri-City is going to make a pitching change. Fleischhacker, a great game so far, but he's found himself in a heap of trouble. 6-5. Post 2 looks to complete the comeback. We're going to be right back with runners at first and second. 1 out, and Jordan coming to the plate. All right, welcome back, Post 2 fans, and to the hundreds of thousands listening and watching all over the country. We've got ourselves a ball game, 6-5. Tri-City leading Post 2, but Post 2 has scored 3 runs already here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The last one scoring on the RBI single from Landon Meyer, knocked in Brady Manley. That's going to bring Jordan Leininger to the plate, facing Brandon Cook, the lefty, the southpaw. Coming in from the Tri-City bullpen. First pitch coming up here to Jordan Leininger. That ball is ripped. Oh, it's halfway to Moorhead, but it's foul. Leininger liked what he saw. The only time I ever see that look is when I look in the mirror as I'm about to stare down a pizza buffet. Jordan Leininger 0-1 here to Brandon Cook. The ball's hit to right center. And that's going to be cut. And Leininger is retired. Now 2 down for Post 2 with Adam Leininger coming to the plate, looking to do some damage with Oshak on second base. Landon Meyer at first.
Next up for post 2, DH number 7, Adam Leininger.
Adam Leininger, the designated hitter, wearing number 7, homered in the earlier game, was intentionally walked his last at bat with first base open. They probably won't do that again unless somehow these runners get to second and third. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Leininger takes a couple practice swings, steps into the box, taps the plate with his orange bat, steps in, faces Cook for the first time. Big swing and miss.
He's on time there.
And Cook starts Leininger off with maybe a little off speed. Can't tell. It might just be a fastball a little slower than Fleischhacker was throwing. Leininger now has seen a pitch. About to see his second. A ball taken low, and the count evens up at 1-1 with 2 outs here, first and second for Post 2. The tie-in run 180 feet away. And Sam Oshak at second base. Leininger at the plate. Landon Meyer at first base. Big lead by Meyer. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
That's taken at the knees for a ball.
They have
the
him
count goes to 2-1.
shaded pretty heavily into the right center gap. And they have given him everything on the left field line.
Leininger takes the pitch here from Cook. Off speed in there for a called strike, and the count goes to 2-2. Big moment here in the baseball game. Bottom of the 6th inning, tying run at second base. Leininger at the plate. Dangerous hitter facing Cook. The 2-2 pitch.
Uh-oh.
Driven. That ball's deep.
That's going to score 2 for sure.
All the way to the wall. It's going to score Oshak. Here comes Landon.
Take 3.
Make it 7-6 as the landlord collects his rent. He collected Netsmunk's rent. He collected the security deposit, and he puts post 2 up 7-6.
Yeah, what Chris just said. All of that.
Landlord brings up first base number 15, Charlie Calbrenner.
Oh, the magical strings of Eddie Van Halen mean it can only be Charlie Calbrenner coming to the plate. Adam Leininger on second base. Brandon Cook, after giving up the 392-foot double to Adam Leininger, whoever that center fielder is, gave it a valiant try. I thought he was going to get there for a second. Off the bat, it looked like no chance, but that young man has some speed out in center field. Adam Leininger comes through with a 2-out, 2 RBI double to put post 2 up in front by 1. Charlie Calbrenner, the 0-1 pitch from Brandon Cook. Taken low.
That looked like a good pitch.
Chuck struck out on that pitch with bases loaded a couple innings ago. And that was the half inning. I think I was gone, so whatever happened is not my fault. That ball taken in for ball.
Good take there.
Ball 2. So 2-1 count to Calbrenner, or they call this a hitter's count. Charlie, number 15, would love to give post 2 a little insurance here as they battle this tough Tri-City team. Ball's ripped. Got a great base runner coming rounding third. He's going to round.
Take
Here
2.
comes the throw. Not in time.
That's a nice one. Nice slide.
An RBI single
With
from
the,
Charlie Calbrenner.
with the size of Adam's lower half, they might have to bring in an excavator to fix that hole he just created.
Next up at post 2, third baseman number 13, Jackson Weisswinger.
NASA will think it's the new Grand Canyon.
A huge rally here for post 2 in the bottom of the 6th. They've scored 6 to match Tri-City's 6 that was scored in the top half of the inning. And an incredible rally here by post 2. That pitch is up and away to Jackson Weisswinger.
Excellent speed on first base. We might steal here.
Kind of a station-to-station runner. Calbrenner with a very modest lead at first base.
When you're that fast, you don't need a big lead.
Looking over at Coach Rusted for the steal sign. So far, nothing in play for Calbrenner at first. Weisswinger up in the count 2-0. Is that pitch well off the plate? Missed outside. The 2-0 delivery from Cook to Weisswinger. Make it 3-0. And Weisswinger most likely to get a take sign here from Coach Rusted. He takes a look. Rusted didn't even give him an eye. If I was Weisswinger, that means I'm not swinging here. 3-0 from Cook. Calbrenner at first base. And a 3-0 pitch across Forrest called first strike. And Weisswinger now with a 3-1 count.
Be nice to get that pitch again.
2 down here for post 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Calbrenner at first. Weisswinger takes a look at Cook. Cook set the pitch. Make it ball 4. And Cook showing some emotion now. That ball was low and in. And Kozadowski back to the plate.
Next up for Merkle post 2, second baseman Wyatt Kozadowski.
Right back to where we started this inning with Kozadowski. Kozadowski love to stay hot. Big chopper, but foul. Kozadowski again. We talked about the hit streak he's been on. 9 out of 10. I don't even make 9 out of 10 layups. I might not even make 9 out of 10 2-footers. The 0-1 to Kozadowski from Cook. Kozadowski looking to work that left field line. Now in an 0-2 hole.
He has a hit in 9 out of the last 10 games.
He was 9 out of 10 at one point.
9 out of 10 for average?
Yeah.
That's a fairly good stretch.
Yeah. The 0-2 from Cook. To Kozadowski. Here it comes. And he struck him out, but not before post 2 puts up 6. Make that 7. 6. Yeah, I've got bad intel here from Lamont. They put up 6 to make it 8-6. Top of the 7th, coming right up. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, baseball fans. Hopefully you're enjoying some cold beverage at the lake somewhere. Maybe watching your grandsons play some baseball. Maybe watching some guys you went to school with play some baseball. Maybe you're just a Post 2 fan. Maybe you're a Tri-City fan who was just tuned in for a great baseball game between two great teams. Tri-City has battled Post 2 tooth and nail. Fleischhecker with an outstanding start. And Jason had just got a little bit away from him.
Well, I mean, Post 2 is the kind of team we have. We don't really have a weak spot in our lineup. It's stressful for a pitcher when you constantly have to be throwing breaking pitches in big spots and pitching with guys on base. Sometimes you get tired, and I think that's what happened to him. We've sort of wore him out.
So that's going to put Jackson Beiswinger to the mound. Jackson Beiswinger making his 4th appearance in relief for Post 2. Big right-handed number 13. It's the chopper.
Get rid of
Kozadowski makes the play. Great play by Wyatt Kozadowski. Kozadowski has played very little third base so far for Post 2 this year.
He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, that kid.
He's the Al Newman of Post 2.
I think if Adam can't get some of his back issues figured out, I think we'll see him catching before too long, because they've had him in outfield. He has pitched. He's played in the middle. Now he's at third.
Wyatt Kozadowski, again, one of two 15-year-olds on this Post 2 roster. The teacher handed him the exam, and he passed it with flying colors. So far, so good for Beiswinger. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch. Taken just a bit high, and the count goes to 1-1. Tri-City down 2. Down to their last 2 outs. Beiswinger looking to close the door here for Post 2. Fastball in there for a swinging strike.
That was nicely located fastball.
And David Shields staying in the game for his first at-bat of the night. David Shields, again, his first at-bat of the night. Oh, 1-2 from Beiswinger. Takes the sign from Oshak. And the pitch. Just missed the outside corner. Evens up the count at 2-2. Beiswinger hit his spot there. Oshak set up just outside the edge of the plate. Beiswinger spot on.
Throw the same
The
pitch.
2-2 from Jackson. This one's hit. It's popped straight up. Oshak finds it, loses the mask, and makes the play. Slammin' Sammy having himself a night.
For you young catchers out there, that was textbook form by Sam. Found the ball, knew what he wanted to do with it, got rid of the mask, made the catch.
Now batting number 22, Andrew Simon.
So that's going to bring a pinch hitter to the plate. Pinch hitting for Tri-City Red. Fresh off the Tri-City Red dugout is 22, Andrew Simon. 6'6", 220. Yeah,
What?
this young man is 6'6", 220. So he's similar to us except for the 6'6". Takes a ball from Beiswinger. Beiswinger working quickly. 1-0 count from Jackson. Here comes the 1-0 to Andrew Simon. Pitch taken at the knees for a strike.
That
A
is
called strike on Simon.
Tough pitch for that lumberjack hitting there to get to. Down and
Beiswinger.
away.
Beiswinger even in the count. 1-1 to Simon.
If I'm being honest, he does not look comfortable hitting. Hit the catcher's mitt. At least he's arguing that he did. And Sam certainly looks like that's what happened.
We're going to see what happened here. It's not automatic if catcher's interference. Oh, they gave it to him though. I'm surprised on that. I don't know. You can't just swing no matter what you want, right?
Well, I don't understand the question, Chris.
They-
If he hit his glove, obviously that happened, but and it looked like that's what happened. But
There's a
if
little
the umpire doesn't
unorthodox
see
cut.
it,
It looked like a little. Well, Andrew Simon did his job. Nonetheless, tie and run comes to the plate, and that's the leadoff.
Pinch running.
So Andrew Simon, it looked like he took just a late, kind of an unorthodox swing, and I
Wow.
think caught Oshak by surprise.
all apologies to his family, but it was a late swing, very long swing, and Sam might have just been creeping forward a little bit, but I think it did happen. It's just sort of ugly all the way around.
So now 2 outs, runner on first base, Beiswinger from the stretch.
Outfielders have deepened up. At this point it takes at least three hits to beat us. So just keep the ball in front of us. Infielders are deep.
The 0-1 pitch upcoming here to the leadoff hitter, Henrik. Beiswinger set and delivers. Big breaking ball fooled him.
Will we see the knuckleball here?
Jackson Beiswinger has a fastball, a curveball, and an old knuckleball that he brings out from time to time. Henrik, first time seeing Beiswinger. Post 2, 1 strike away. Tri-City down to their last strike and their last out. Beiswinger from the stretch, the pitch. He got him swinging. Oshak,
What are you doing?
he got him. Oh, at second base, he got him.
Why? What is happening?
Oh my Lanta. I have no idea what just went down, but he's out at second. That's a force, isn't it?
It is a force.
And that's out number 3 for Tri-City. There's no reason to be on the field. He called him out at second.
It's a very strange decision by our catcher, but I still think he's out. I don't know what they're discussing.
Kozadowski should leave the field too. Everybody just get off the field and you'll be fine.
Brady Manley is playing second base.
And that's
funny.
it. What a ball game. Happy Saturday night. Happy 49th birthday to Curtis Leininger. And it's a happy night here for Post 2. Great game by both teams. Tri-City Red battled to the end. But that's going to do it. Post 2, 8. Tri-City Red, 6. We'll see you next time.